There is the agreed sum in full. Now, the contract.
Aye, a pleasure doing business. We shall prepare the shipment immediately.
There is a belief that the Middle Ages were only misery and mud. A time where peasants chased rats for food, kings bathed once a decade, and no one ever had a chance to escape poverty. But history hides secrets. Because while millions struggled to survive, a very small group of clever, fearless, and sometimes ruthless people found ways to become unimaginably rich. Wealth so vast that some rivaled kings. They didn't have crypto, Wall Street, or Silicon Valley, yet they built empires from nothing. And today, we uncover how they did it. These are the real ways people became filthy rich in the Middle Ages, not through magic swords or royal blood, but through strategy, risk, and the courage to gamble with life, death, and destiny. Rule 1. Control what everyone needs, even kings. Bread was life, and those who controlled grain controlled nations. In medieval Florence, the Albizzi family didn't become powerful by fighting battles. They controlled grain supplies and banking networks. When harvests failed and prices exploded, people panicked. But the Albizzi bought low, sold high, and turned famine into fortune. In England, land barons filled vast barns with grain, quietly waiting for drought and plague. When disaster came, peasants paid not just with money, but with loyalty, land, and labor. It wasn't honorable. But in the medieval world, wealth did not come from honor. It came from leverage. The richest were not the bravest. They were the ones who made the world depend on them. Rule 2. Become the bridge between kingdoms and coin. Travel was dangerous. Roads were ruled by bandits, the sea by storms and pirates. Yet merchants who crossed borders gained riches that echoed across continents. Marco Polo's journey to Asia brought back silk, spices, and ideas that changed Europe. Venetian spice traders earned profits up to 500% selling pepper, cinnamon, and saffron. Even salt, something we take for granted today, built entire fortunes. Salzburg literally means salt fortress. Traders called it white gold. To be rich in the Middle Ages meant understanding a simple truth. Trade was power. Those who traveled didn't just bring back goods, they brought back worlds. Rule 3. Build money from money. The Medici family did not conquer with swords, they conquered with contracts. They loaned money to kings, financed popes, and shaped empires through debt. Evidence in Vatican records shows the church relied heavily on Medici banking. If a ruler owed you gold, you controlled him. Bankers invented credit systems, letters of exchange, and even early international banking networks. Some were accused of heresy. Some were executed. But those who survived turned coins into kingdoms and invented finance as we know it today. Rule 4. Create demand, then sell salvation. The Middle Ages were ruled by fear. Fear of sin, fear of hell, fear of the unknown. And where fear exists, profit follows. Relics like St. Bones, pieces of the true cross, even vials of holy dust were bought for fortunes. Some monasteries earned more from relic pilgrims than entire towns made in taxes. Many relics were fake. Historians say that if all the wood claimed to be from the true cross were gathered, it could build a ship. But questioning relics meant questioning faith, and that could cost your life. People paid in gold, land, and inheritance for the promise of salvation. In doing so, they built cathedrals that touched the sky. Rule 5. Own the land, own the people. Feudal lords didn't need to travel or trade. They simply owned dirt. And in the Middle Ages, dirt was destiny. Land stretched farther than the eye could see. Peasants worked it, paid rent, and gave 10% of everything to their lord and to the church. Many peasants never touched coin. Their sweat fed the Lord's wealth. When war came, peasants became soldiers. Land wasn't just territory. It was power, labor, food, and armies. Gold could vanish, but land lasted generations. Some noble families stayed wealthy for over 500 years because they owned the earth beneath everyone's feet. Rule 6. War. The blood-soaked shortcut to fortune. Battlefields were not just about honor, they were businesses. Knights earned land, gold, and titles from victory. Mercenaries made fortunes as professional soldiers. Sir John Hawkwood, an English mercenary in Italy, became so rich that Florence gave him estates and noble rank. Armies didn't march only for kings, they marched for loot. War was brutal, but for some, it was the fastest path to riches. Rule 7. Innovation, the quiet path to power. Not every medieval fortune came from violence or deceit. Some came from invention. Engineers who built mills earned a share of all grain processed. Craftsmen who mastered armor or steel supplied kings. In China, the invention of gunpowder changed warfare forever and eventually reshaped the world. Even simple innovations like toothbrushes and mechanical clocks became luxury symbols among the elite. Knowledge was currency. Those who mastered it minted their own fortune. But above all, the medieval world rewarded the fearless. Those who dared to cross oceans, lend to kings, challenge systems, own land, manipulate trade, or harness knowledge shaped the world as we know it. Wealth in the Middle Ages did not belong to the lucky. It belonged to the bold, the strategic, and often the ruthless. Some built cathedrals, some built banks, some built empires across seas. They understood one truth. History remembers kings, but it was merchants, bankers, and innovators who built the world they ruled. And today, as you chase your own path, remember this. Wealth is rarely found by following the crowd. It is found by seeking opportunity where others see risk, by acting when others hesitate, and by daring when others doubt. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden world of medieval wealth and power, make sure to subscribe for more stories of ambition, empire, and the forgotten strategies that shaped our world. Your next legend begins soon.